Hello Capricorn, thanks for joining me. My name is Ginger and I'll be reading the tarot for the consciousness of Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising signs for August 29 to September 4, 2022. Are you ready for this? Okay Capricorn, please tap that like button underneath the video. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe if you're a regular viewer, and if you're a new viewer and you're liking the video, please subscribe. I need those subscriptions in order to remain on YouTube, so I would really appreciate that. If you're enjoying the videos, share them with your friends and family. Maybe they'd enjoy them too. Don't send them to them if they are not into tarot, because you'll never hear the end of it and you don't want to deal with that fallout. I know I wouldn't. Okay, so thank you so much for helping me out that way. Through the end of August, I've got openings in my calendar, and I have been offering almost half price readings for a 1-hour reading for my YouTube viewers. If you book the reading by August 31st, even if it goes into September, but if you book it by August 31st, you will get that discount, and that information is in the description box below the video. Okay, Capricorn, let's see what we have for you. My guides and angels are here, and I feel like they're trying to give me a message, but it's kind of jumbled. So let me see if I could get a clear message. I feel that, okay, so they're telling me you're in a new period of, I want to say renovation, like house renovations. So the consciousness of Capricorn is restructuring. You are renovating. You are making, you are shoring up the foundations. And that can be in the physical world, actually, you know, renovating your home, putting some capital into a business you own to shore it up, to get new equipment, things like that. Or it could be personally, changing things that don't work, looking at yourself and changing and, you know, letting go of things that don't work. You don't want to get rid of them because they are part of who you are. The things that form us, you know, it's part of who we are. It's our history. There are lessons that we learn. We don't want to get rid of it. We want to know that maybe those are our limitations and keep them as reminders of, you know, how we got to where we are and how to do better in the future for ourselves. So let's see what we have. I'm going to pull 3 cards from the ETA Oracle, and that's where I wanted to break that for the energies of the week. And I need a drink of water. Calavera, Day of the Dead. Now she is a queen, and I can't quite remember. I don't remember the meaning of it, so we will read the meanings in the book. Calavera, Day of the Dead. She's a beautiful queen. Let's see if she is for good or for ill. She's got turquoise in her crown. I'd say that's a pretty good sign. Awake. Now this is a good sign. However, she looks like a movie star in a B movie, like Lucille Ball in a B movie, right? She looks awake, but it's as though she's in a zombie state or something. But I don't know. Maybe this is a good sign. Diverge. Diverge. This is an interesting card. I'm going to read, I have to read the explanation because there's a substance that she ingests that creates the state that she's in. And I don't remember what that is. Okay, so Capricorn, let's see about your foundations and what's going on here. Calavera. Okay. It's the Spanish word for human skull. Okay, this card represents innocence, raw vulnerability, and honoring of everything that makes her what she is. Just like I was saying, you know, Day of the Dead, that's honoring the dead. And recognizing that our ancestors are still with us and are teaching us all the time. We don't throw away what the lessons that we've learned. We need to integrate them. They are part of who we are, and that's what this is saying. An honoring of everything that makes her what she is, that which is physically lost but spiritually cradled for eternity, is all in the same grasp. You know, it's only when we don't work out the issues that we face in life, the things that we create in our life that we don't really like, it's when we don't face them that they follow us lifetime after lifetime. All right, so this woman is also grieving a deep emotional and physical bond and fully embodies those emotions. It's like the Queen of Swords. It's like the Queen of Swords. All right, Awake is the next card. And that's the Lucille Ball card, I'm going to call it. The inspiration for this card was to create celestial beings from many religions and cultures and amalgamate them into one, specifically from Egyptian, Greek, and Roman mythology. This card symbolizes awareness, new beginnings, and wisdom. The card was created with the intention of evoking strength, power, and a sense of awe, inspired by gods and goddesses of the sun, light, life, wisdom, and day. When the card appears in a reading, it's intended to influence the tone of the accompanying cards. So the accompanying cards are more influenced by their light elements, presence of healing energy, heavenly spirit guides, or signifies the current operative realm of the person receiving the reading. Well, if you're grieving in this way, like the Queen of Swords overcomes the grief of losing the love of her life. The story goes that the king died, and he was the love of her life. And she managed to overcome that grief. And actually, if you see her, oftentimes she's writing. So I'm going to say that she becomes a writer to tell her story in many different ways so that she can help people that way. So this is amplifying this overcoming this great grief and pain, and you've overcome it. And so it makes us more compassionate. Makes us more compassionate. You know, we understand ourselves and how we can really, our hearts really can be broken. It feels like it's broken, you know, but we overcome it. The heart heals. And we find a way to live again if we're healing that wound. Okay, interesting. So this is a very spiritual card, the Awake card, which, you know, you would expect it to be, except she looks kind of like a zombie, but Very, very positive card. Now, diverge. She looks, like she's kind of out of it, right? So that plant there, she's eaten that plant, and I can't remember if it's going to kill her or what it is. So let's see what it says. The card is about conviction and willpower, self-forgiveness, and choosing a different path for your life. Surrendering to the divine guide to guide you through sometimes painful transformations. Okay, the imagery shows a veiled woman with a band of gold around her forehead, which perhaps alludes to being of high prominence, who may intend to conceal her identity. The red arrows on her eyes and mouth are markings of war. She's in a state of crossroads with a pressing choice to make about continuing or breaking the cycle. I kind of knew this was going to be a big one. A golden halo behind her almost resembles an icon of Saint Mary. In Christianity, such a veil would traditionally be seen as a sign of modesty or humility before God. In her hand is bog myrtle, an herb native to parts of Europe known to have been used by Vikings to treat poor memory, depression, and also to go berserk in battle. It is also commonly found in royal wedding bouquets. She holds the herb with blood-stained hands that may signify the battle, but with a relaxed and neutral grip. Not too tightly, as if she still has the choice whether or not to submit to the mind state the herb will induce. The card is about conviction and willpower, self-forgiveness, and choosing a different path for your life. Surrendering to the divine to guide you through sometimes painful transformation. So what I'm seeing with this is I know someone who recently left her husband, and it's been coming for a really long time. They've been married for many years, and it was an abusive relationship. And you know what? It's as though her conviction that she was doing the right thing, it was sort of like, putting her hand out like this and like barging out of the house with her stuff, saying, "You're not stopping me. No way. Nobody's stopping me. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you do, but I'm out of here and we're done." And for her, that was a major big deal. Major big deal. Very difficult for her to do. It took her years to get the courage to do this. That's kind of how I feel about this. That just like this woman, she became transformed in this process of trying to save herself. And because she knew that she deserved to have a life for herself that was happy and joyous and free. And it was not that with this man that she was married to for many, many years. And I just feel like it was as though she got to the point where the divine just said, "Come on, we're going," and boom, out she went. With a lot of family support around her, I'm happy to say. But that's how I feel about this. So you go through a transformation, major, and it wakes you up. You've had like a spiritual experience, Capricorn. It wakes you up, and you are just like, hell no, my life's going to be different, and nobody's going to stop me. Because, Capricorn's mantra is, I control. Capricorn likes to be in control. They like to know that they like what they like, and that's how they want it to be. And that's okay. That's what she's saying. She's like, no, I need to find my safe place. This is not safe for me, and I need to get into a better routine. I need to get into a place that feels safe and comfortable and solid to me. And she's like going like gangbusters, because you know what? It hasn't been safe and solid and comfortable for a long time. Yet there's a really great, amazing spiritual transformation. So I think there's more to this story. Capricorn. I'm going to pull a couple of Moonology cards because today's the full moon. Woohoo! It's time to start something new. Good time to start something new. I believe, right? Yeah, good time to start something new. So it's a good time to do this. You may, it's sort of like you feel almost, you're so traumatized. This woman was so traumatized that she was not in her right mind, but it had to be that way for her to leave, because if she felt like, if she didn't have those feelings, she never would have left. And I'm happy to say that she's happy. She's happy. She did it. She's proud of herself. She's got a life to look forward to. Okay, let's see. Moonology, don't let your past hold you back. Calavera, don't let your past hold you back. That's the south. It says the south node. Don't let your past hold you back. With the awake card, we have nothing is yet set in stone. It hasn't happened yet. Nothing is set in stone yet. Nothing is set in stone yet. And you know what? You would kind of like it to be that way, but it hasn't been that way for you yet. And that's what you're looking for. The last card, conclusions are within reach. Yes. Full moon eclipse. Conclusions are within reach. Well, she certainly hopes so, because she's kind of done fighting the battle. She's done with the battle. She's tired. She needs to be done. All right, let's see what this is about. Let's get into the tarot and see what this is about, Capricorn. Yes, I'm using my circus cards today because I guess I knew that there were going to be some heavy-duty readings here. And we need to keep it a little light, at least have some fun while we're going through these difficult times. But they're good readings. It's not all hardship. It's like you've been in the hardship. You're coming out of the hardship. So let's see what the divine circus has to say about it. Let's see what they have to say about it. Spirit guides and angels, what do you got for Capricorn this week? What would you like them to know? How would you like them to prepare to co-create with you? That's what I say. This is the Two of Cups. This is an amazing partnership. Let's see what this is. So this is the basis of the reading. This is the issue. This is the subject of the reading. So, yeah, I saw it and I'm like, oh, good, the Two of Cups. Yeah, but that's the problem, is that Two of Cups. Okay, what crosses you? You were hoping to have that happy family. It crosses you for good or bad. This was your hope. With that Two of Cups person, you were hoping to have that happy, joyous, fulfilled life. That's what you were hoping for. Whoa. The root cause of the reading. You need justice. You need justice, honey. Because this person, this sir or madame, this person has not done you justice. Oh boy. It's the Nine of Swords in the past. So she's like behind the curtain where all the swords are held, you know, in that rack, and she's back there crying. She looks kind of really worn out, very tired, and like she hasn't been taking care of herself because she hasn't been able to really. Boy, I feel that. She's just like, what am I going to do? What is this about? Why did this happen? What? You know, now she can see the signs of the reasons why she got involved with the guy in the first place and why she now needs to leave. She looks back and sees all the red lights. Wow, I'm feeling this. I'm feeling it. Very sad. Oh my gosh, despairing. I feel a great despair. And you know what, Capricorn, it would be so despairing for you because divorce or splitting up with your partner not on your radar. So that makes it all the more difficult. This is the energy, the overriding energy of the reading. You have strength. You have the strength you need to do the right thing for yourself. Now I want to just say there are, I'm sure that there are Capricorns who are not leaving a partner, a long-term partner, but something is changing here. Something needs to change. It is tearing you apart. It's tearing you apart, and you just can't do it anymore because you're not going to die, and you're not looking to die, but you feel like you want to die. You feel like you want to die, but you're not going to die, and that's not your intention. You don't lay down and die. You get up and do what you got to do. But man, you feel like you want to die. So whatever this is, and here it shows me it's a relationship of some sort. And this is your hopes for the relationship. So I don't know what it is. If it's not a romantic partnership, you'll know what this reading is about. But I'm going with a romantic partnership of many years duration. You've tried and tried and tried because you are not one to get divorced. But this is a situation where you can't deny that any longer. It's just something. If you're going to live, you got to leave. Your near future, Ace of Coins, baby. That's awesome for Capricorn. Capricorn likes that. A new beginning in the material world. A new beginning in the material world of great, with the promise of great abundance, great creativity, great gratitude, humility, and money. Money. Really beautiful. I call that the Garden of Eden card. That's the card I call the Garden of Eden card, and it's in your future. And then, this is a funny card. This is the, is this the 9? Let's see, 2, 4. No, it's a 6 of Pentacles. So remembering old times. He's like, your uncle who you rarely see, but when the guy shows up, he's got a fistful of money and he's just full of good humor and maybe a little alcohol, and he just spoils you to death. He tells you jokes and stories and plays tricks, and you just have he's a guy you always want to see. This is in your energy. You wish things were just so much different. How did you get from here to where you are now? That's what you're thinking about. Is there any way that I cannot do this? But there's no way. You have to go. The energy surrounding you is that of the 4 of Swords. Meditation, focus, knowing, getting in touch with the divine, because the divine is going to help you do this. Your spirit guides, the divine, you can do this, and this is the right thing for you to do. And you're so focused here that you could be laying on a bed of swords and not even feel it or be harmed by it. You are focused. And here we have the Hermit. He's helping you to overcome this grief already. This is in your hopes and dreams position. This is your higher self. They say the subconscious, but I really think it's the higher self. By doing this, you can reach your higher self, which has, and go into your heart space here, your heart chakra, because that's where your soul resides, and your higher self is part of your soul, and it knows the answers that you're looking for. It has the answers you're looking for. It knows all about it, and it offers you the best advice ever. If you want some good advice, go here. Best advice in the world. And the outcome is the High Priestess. Here we have the Popus. You're wondering, what are you going to do? But, a part of you says, you know what you're going to do. You're going to move on. It may be difficult. It may be painful because you keep holding on to what you hoped the relationship would be. You keep holding on to it. Let it go because it never was and never will be. It was just an illusion from the get-go, and you know that. Because when you're sitting here, you're remembering all those red flags. And you're remembering and you're thinking to yourself, why did I ignore those red flags and those red lights? So you're moving on. And she is, put her here. Together, they're both, they're passive energies. It's like you go within and you just say, I know. This is your knowing. This is your knowing place. This is also the part of yourself that loves you and wants the best for you. So that's a good place to end up at the end of the week. So, yeah, this battle you've been fighting, I think the battle that you've been fighting is with yourself because you don't really want, you don't want to get divorced, but you know what? You can't stay. So that's the story I'm telling about a divorce that's very painful. And really, for Capricorn, it was your dream to have this marriage. And it's nothing, it's not what you were hoping for at all. It could be anything else. You can figure it out for yourself, Capricorn, because this experience is going on in your life in some way. Don't let your past hold you back. Don't let your past hold you back. Don't pretend that it's okay, because it's not okay. Nothing is yet set in stone because you haven't left yet. But you're going to, because this card says that conclusions are within reach. Oh yeah, you're going to be going. Like a bat out of hell. You'll be out of there. All right, I'm going to pull a card from the Work Your Light Oracle. Ooh, that's heavy. That's a heavy reading. But there's there's a lot of hope there. There's a lot of hope. All those cards at the end of this reading, they're all good cards except for, this. And I knew that there was something like this coming around. And this card, also told us that, something, you're grieving something, and that you've kind of had a really serious hit of clarity and recognition that you can't go on, that you have, that your life was not meant for this. And you're kind of in a state of trauma. And that state of trauma is what helps you to leave. And it's a very, the hardest part of the leaving is accepting that that relationship never has been and never will be what you wanted it to be. Okay? All right. Here we go. Work your light. How is Capricorn going to work his or her light? Keepers of the earth, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. They were talking about that in this card. Ancient ancestors are always with us. Keepers of the earth, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. Anna, grandmother of Jesus. Seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. Didn't I say something about renovating and shoring up your foundations and things like that? Yeah, so this is coming through. The plan is coming through. And you're definitely held with great compassion. So accept the compassion. Because it's big. It means a lot. It'll help you a lot. That is your reading, Capricorn. I wish you the best through this process. It's not easy. Too many of us know what it's like. So I really wish the best. Have a great week, and I'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye-bye. Oh, I got to get my mouse. All right. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.